Jadakiss and Beanie Sigel had one of those early 2000s rap beefs that a lot of newer fans barely know about because it did not live on radio singles. It lived in the streets, on mixtapes, in freestyles, and during live show moments. And before we get into it, answer this in the comments right now. Who was the scarier rapper to go to war with back then? Beanie or Jadakiss? And second question, do you think this was really Beanie versus Jadakiss or Roc A Fella versus Ruff Ryders? Here's how it started. The tension traces back to the late 90s and early 2000s when the Locs were transitioning from bad boy to Ruff Ryders and rebuilding their identity as raw street lyricists. Around that same time, Roc A Fella was rising fast and Beanie Sigel was becoming Jay-Z's Philly Pitbull, the guy who would jump in front of smoke if it came near the camp. So the original friction was not even Beanie and Jadakiss at first, it was more the atmosphere between Jadakiss and Jay-Z, including remix politics and small moments that rubbed people the wrong way. During the Reservoir Dogs era, everyone was in the same orbit, but tension was already there. Once the camps started trading energy, Beanie ended up wearing the Roc jersey like it was war. Then the shots got direct. Jadakiss threw lines that made it clear he was not impressed and he was not backing down. Beanie responded the way Beanie responds, not polite and not subtle. One of the biggest standout moments from his side was that Hot 97 Funk Flex freestyle run, where he aimed straight at Jadakiss and the entire Locs camp. That is the part fans still bring up because it sounded like Beanie was not just rapping, he was trying to embarrass you on the biggest mic. Jadakiss clapped back with his own freestyles and mixtape responses, and the beef spilled into live shows too, including a famous powerhouse moment in Philly where the crowd made it clear whose city it was. Behind the scenes, people around both camps have said it got tense enough that it could have turned physical if cooler heads had not stepped in. How long did it last? The peak heat was roughly 2001 into 2002, then it slowly cooled into the mid-2000s as priorities changed and the industry shifted. Eventually they squashed it, which is how most rap beefs should end. So who won? If you judge it by raw pressure and aggression, a lot of people give it to Beanie. If you judge it by punchlines, control, and surgical delivery, plenty of fans say Jadakiss. My take is that nobody got washed, but Beanie's flex moment is the one people replay like game tape. Now tell me in the comments who won, Beanie or Jadakiss? And if you were outside back then, which diss moment did you actually hear first, Beanie on Flags or Jadakiss on the mixtapes? If you like real hip hop breakdowns like this, hit like, subscribe, and click the video on the screen because we are keeping the culture alive.